Hi guys, Nadia again. Here to do my next reading from Truth Scriptures to Anak. Now we're up to Barashiyt, sign name Genesis chapter 32. Yaakov went on his way, and the messengers of Elua met him. Yaakov said when he saw them, "This is the camp of Elua." Then he called the name of that place Mahanaim. Sorry guys, I'll just change the page. Afterward, Yaakov sent his own messengers ahead of him to his brother Ashu in the land of Sha'ir, the country of Edom. He commanded them, saying, "Say this to my master Ashu, your servant Yaakov says to you, I have lived among Laban and stayed until now. I have oxen, donkeys, livestock, male servants and female servants. I have sent word to let my master know. I hope to find favor in your sight." The messengers returned to Yaakov, saying, "We went to see your brother Ashu, and he is coming to meet you, and he brings 400 men with him." Yaakov was greatly afraid and distressed, so he divided the people who were with him into two groups, along with the livestock and the herds and the camels. He said, if Ashu comes to the one group and attacks it, then the other group which is left will escape. Then Yaakov said, "O Elua of my father Abraham, and Elua of my father Yitzhak, Yahuwah, who said to me, return to your country and go to your relatives, and I shall do good to you. I am not worthy of the least of all the loving kindness and of all the truth which ye have shown to your servant. For only with my staff did I pass over the Jordan river, and now I have become two large camps. Deliver me, I pray, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Ashu, because I fear him. I do not want him to come and slaughter me, these mothers and all our children. You said, I shall surely do good to you, and make your seed as the sand of the sea, which are too numerous to count." So he spent the night there and chose gifts for his brother Ashu, out of that which he had with him. He took 200 female goats, 20 male goats, 200 ewes, 20 rams, 30 suckling camels with their colts, 40 cows and 10 bulls, 20 female donkeys and 10 foals. Then he delivered them to Ashu's servant, each group by itself, and said to his servants, "Go ahead of me and put a space between each group." He commanded the one in the lead, saying, "When my brother Ashu meets you and asks you, saying, 'Who do you belong to, and where are you going? Whose livestock is this in front of you?' then you will say, 'They are your servant Yaakov's. It is a present sent to my master Ashu, and your brother is following behind us also.'" Yaakov also commanded the second group and the third, and all who followed the group, saying, "In this manner you will speak to Ashu when you find him. You will say, 'Also look, Your servant Yaakov is behind us. Then he said, I will appease him with the gifts that go ahead of me. Then afterward I will see his face, to see if he will accept me. So the gifts went ahead of him, but Yaakov spent the night in the camp. He rose up that night and took his 2 wives, his 2 female servants, his 11 children, and crossed over the shallow part of the Nahal Yebak, also known as the Yebak River. He took them and sent them across the stream. He also sent over all the possessions he had. Yaakov was left alone. That night a man wrestled with Yaakov until the break of dawn. When he saw that he did not prevail against Yaakov, he touched the socket of Yaakov's hip, and the socket of Yaakov's hip was dislocated as he wrestled with him. He said, Let me go, for the day breaks. But Yaakov said, I will not let you go unless you Baruch me. He said to him, What is your name? And he said, Yaakov. Then he said, Your name shall no longer be called Yaakov, but Yisrael, because you have been strong with Elua and with men, and you have prevailed. Then Yaakov said, Can you please tell me your name? He said, Why do you ask about my name? Then he Baruch him. So Yaakov called the name of that place Panuel, because he said, I have seen Elua face to face, yet my life was spared. When the sun rose above him as he left Panuel, he limped because of his hip. Therefore to this day the children of Yisrael do not eat the tendon attached to the socket of the hip, because he touched the socket of Yaakov's hip and the tendon of the hip.